Subsequent contestants will proceed to the staging area during the 1 minute of silence. All contestants may remain in the room during this contest. Are there any questions? If there are no questions, hands up, drum roll. Get ready for an exciting meeting. The speech contest, humorous speech contest has begun. Toastmaster Division E. It's no joke. It's no joke. Toastmaster Division E.
I know you're going to find this really, really hard to believe, but I am old enough to be able to say this. I have been in IT, information technology, for 25 years now. Yes, even before AOL was flooding all of your mailboxes with those free discs, I was already a computer nerd. And over that time, I have probably heard and seen things that may shock, scare, and hopefully make you laugh. To include, how many of y'all work into a job where you've heard just about every excuse there is under the book, right? For example, we were told once, this phone just fell. It was in a case, and it just fell out of their pocket. Now miraculously, this happened approximately 1 week after the new version of the iPhone 6 came out. Strange timing, I know. So, Mr. Contest Chair, Madam Chief Judge, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and our honored guest, I'm here to tell you, it's no joke. A lot of those things, anyone in here have Facebook? Y'all seen the pictures come across your Facebook feeds, right? Pictures of things, you're like, oh, surely nobody could have really done that. Surely that would never happen. I'm going to tell you one of the first events that I had with that. Anybody in here have a CD-ROM on your computer? Now, have you ever noticed when you open up your CD-ROM, there's a little hole in it? Let me tell you something. It's not a coffee cup holder. And I don't even say that as a joke. I say that because I've actually witnessed it. We had a young lady once who had a cup of coffee, styrofoam cup, like a couple of cups we see in here, a nice little Starbucks cup or what have you. And she set it into that coffee cup holder as she saw it. And then what ended up happening was she turned off her computer. Well, what happens to the CD-ROM when you turn off a computer? It closes and slices the coffee cup in half. You want to guess where the coffee went? I said, this gentleman here, he was using his as a cup holder after a very long day at work. So again, what I'm trying to do is I want to prevent you ladies and gentlemen from being the subject of one of these Facebook or internet jokes. Now, fast forward a little bit, I think over time we've actually managed to teach folks that it's not meant to hold a cup of coffee. They don't swim very well. We had a phone call from a young lady, and they had been using some remanufactured toner. This is an actual picture from one of my jobs. For those of y'all who don't know, remanufactured toner, or any toner that's in a laser cartridge, is actually pulverized plastic. The follow-up picture, which I could not find for some reason, I think they tried to hide it on me, was someone then used a shop vac to clean this up. Anybody ever tried to shop vac a whole bunch of stuff? What happens to a lot of the dust? But it blows it out. Moral of this story is, this might have avoided their warranty. I'm just saying. Again, it looks like, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen a fallen cell phone like that. Again, just like this guy right here. Yeah, they were not covering that under Apple Care. They didn't really fall for that particular one. So, going forward just a little bit farther, this is an actual picture as well of another user that was using their computer in a recliner. And then they stood up, got out of the recliner, it slid down to the side, and they pulled that nice little lever, and they're not very flexible. This is not the way you want to really use your laptop, but it does actually happen. To kind of, now that was actually an internet story. I don't know if any of y'all heard that particular one. There was a gentleman, I actually know the guy, and he said his daughter had thought she would post a few things on Facebook that he couldn't see.
Oh dear.
How's that saying go? Mama knows. There is nobody quite like, the FBI has nothing on Mama. And Mama wants to see what's going on. So he decided to teach his daughter a little lesson. By the way, that computer was later sold for a charity and made a pretty good bit of money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association since he became an internet famous person. What inspired me on this one, this was not actually a real photo, but I got a phone call one day about someone's printer was acting up in the office. And I heard in the background, they were trying to kick the paper jam out of it. It didn't work. It didn't work so well whatsoever. So again, beware of things around you. Now this one always entertained me. This is actually, I told the city of Jackson I wouldn't mention them by name. But a friend of mine got a phone call one day. A young lady said her CD-ROM tray would not open up. Well, as our winter time is approaching, some of y'all may be using a little space heater under your desk. Anybody have one of those? Okay, I'll admit it, I am too. I don't like my feet being cold. I just don't. Well, the space heater was also pointed toward her computer. And as you can see, it's a little bit hard to see, but it managed to melt the plastic on down. Now, I don't know what happened to that one, but that was a heck of a heater there. But this one actually did occur that I saw that. So as winter approaches, beware of your heater. How she has a leg, I don't know. Now this one was entertaining too. I actually got asked by my wife one time. She said, "Is this a real picture?" I made this one. I said, "Yes, that is a real picture." To make a long story short, I got a phone call from Poplarville, Mississippi. This is when I was working for another state agency. And I get this phone call from this young lady, and she says she could not get her computer to come on. Did not know what it was. Well, you've all had those aggravating questions from the computer nerds, right? Is it turned on? Have you tried turning it off and on again? She assured me all this had been done. That's what I found when I got down there. It was indeed plugged in to itself. Y'all, I'm sorry, wireless power is not here yet. It's not happening. So, one more interesting one. Anybody ever had that common computer complaint? My computer's slow. That's our most common one we hear, y'all, and I'm telling y'all, if you're wondering why this guy's computer might be slow, he had a couple of toolbars on there. Don't let toolbars rule your life. I don't even know how he was able to see the screen. It threw me off there. I don't know how that happened. But again, yes, this really happened. So the moral of some of these stories is these memes you see online, these are not necessarily fake stories. These are real things that people have done out there. I would like to not see y'all as an internet meme, but I am here to tell you, it's no joke.